Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is So Much to Say YouTube TV. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. So Much to Say YouTube TV is the place that you come to learn and grow because we discuss socially relevant things mixed with a splash of humor. If you know you have tissue paper feelings, this probably isn't the channel for you. And however, since you're here, I just need for you to do two things. Hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and turn on that little bell so that you get the notification every single time that I go live or upload something new. I'll see you soon. Bye. What?
It's great D.
I said I gotta, where is this?
I'm supposed to do that.
I was saying you're not in the camera. You could have stayed on that side. I'm just saying you had to move. So you gonna come back on this time?
Why you don't get this camera?
You weren't doing nothing, no way. Slide over some more. I don't know why you're trying to act like you all shy.
Yeah.
What do you drink? You don't want no drink?
I don't know, drink.
Hey girl, hey. Hey boy, hey. I am so tired. I don't look like what I've been through. Look. This, you see that?
I can't see that far. Can't see that stuff.
It says, hey, Mr. Milton.
Oh, hi. What are you doing?
What? You ain't trying to figure out how they know your name.
Yeah.
What? You trying to figure out how they know your name? Good day, thinkers, thought leaders. Can you pass me that phone right there? The other one, the one that's not plugged up. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart.
And I'm his father, Milton Stewart.
These are my thoughts in my voice on black.
I ain't saying all that.
Black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Oh my God. When I tell you, I'm at my dad's house. I was with my mom all day today. She didn't have dialysis today. She had dialysis yesterday. She had a doctor's appointment today. I just thought about what I'm going to talk about. I didn't even know what I was going to talk about. Anyway, I took her to a doctor's appointment today. I'll give you guys more detail on Patreon. And then we have dialysis tomorrow. I have to take her to dialysis tomorrow. But listen, let me explain something to y'all. Sometimes it feels like the world is just on your shoulders.
How you looking at me?
But you just got to push through. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, those of you know that I came up here because, you know, I came to see about my mom and some stuff that she got going on and, you know, this, that, and the third, to go to a couple doctor's appointments with her. Oh, you know what I needed to say? I needed to say thank you. Let me have this phone right here, please. I'm sorry. I need to say thank you because a few of you were so thoughtful and so considerate because I had to, let me tell you who. Ali sent something for $2 Tuesday. Carolette, thank you so very much. She sent the Cash App saying for lunch for me and my mom. Excuse me. And then Spot on 1155. Thank you very much. She said for Craig and Miss Gladys. She sent some money. I'm not telling you how much. And then Barbara Hyman. Thank you very much. So I really appreciate those of you who you know, were considerate and thought, you know, about the stuff that we got to take care of up here. But at any rate, the hot water heater went out at my mama's house. So it's such a scam, these protection plans.
Yes, it is.
And so my dad had a hot water replaced, what, last year?
Yeah.
And the place that I was gonna have it done for my mom, they wanted $1,000. That was with the protection plan. They were gonna redo it for free. They were gonna replace it for free, but then there was some upgrades or something. Long story short, I ended up calling him to see how much he paid for his, and he told me that it was, oh yes, Sean Yarborough. Thank you so much. Yes, you did send something through Zelle, and I screenshot it because it said Terica Yarborough. So thank you very much. I screenshot because I meant to thank you as well. But at any rate, I compared the price with him, and so I ended up canceling when the people showed up today to replace my mother's hot water heater. They had the hot water tank in the car and the van and everything. And I said, you know what? I spoke to my dad, and it's actually right. So the hot water tank was supposed to be free, but then they said that in order for it to be up to code, it has to have these 3 modifications on the new one. So one was like a valve for the hot water. It was a valve for the heat, and I think it was a valve. It was like a compressor or something. So if it floods, it would kind of adjust. But anyway, we canceled it, and so we found somebody on the low that's gonna come tomorrow to do it. The same person that did my dad's. But I say all that to say, sometimes it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, and you just kind of got to just keep pushing and keep going. What he doesn't know I'm about to say is, where are my people that read my first book? You ain't read the whole first book.
I was the first one to bought one.
You were the first person to bought one, but I said read it.
I read it.
You did not.
I didn't read the whole book.
That's what I said. Put your listening ears on.
I didn't read the whole book.
I know you didn't. Communication is our partner. Clarity is our friend. I didn't say the first person that purchased it. I said the first person who. I said the people who read it. And then you go pushing your hand up in the air. But y'all remember Joanne in the first book? Joanne. Do y'all know who Joanne is? I need somebody to tell me who Joanne is in the first book. You see how many people watching?
I can't see.
Oh, that's right. You said you can't. I forgot you said you can't see. Who was Joanne in the first book? Come on, Brown Beachy. Yes, his ex-wife. Yes, that was his wife at the time. I come home today. I come here to the house. Oh, then somebody said, oh, we know who Joanne is. They said the wife. Ex-wife. I came in here today, and she's sitting in the den. I'm like, what's she doing here? Now y'all know she lived down the street. She lived two houses over, right? They don't know where you live. Look at him nudging me. They don't know her real name, and they don't know where you live. So I had now mind you, I was tired. I still got on my gym clothes. I have not situated my situation. I took my mom and I went to the doctor's this morning. She had to be there at 8 a.m. So we got to the hospital. I took my mother to breakfast. We went to a Black-owned restaurant down there in Harbor East. It's called T-Volve, T-E-A-V-O-L-V-E. We went to T-Volve. I posted it on my Insta story. No, I don't know them. No, I don't get paid. I just want to support Black business. So we went to breakfast, and then I went to my mom's house, and that's when I was working with the whole hot water heater thing. So anyway, I ended up coming and taking a nap, and then I went to the gym. So when I came here to take the nap, they sitting in the den. And so I walked past, and she's like, hi, Craig. I said, hi. It was cold. Wasn't it cold? It was very cold. And I felt it. That's how cold it was. I was like, huh. And so anyway, I went to use the restroom, and then they went to the grocery store. I just gave him a look like, what is she doing here? Why is she here, Ike? Why is she here? Y'all know that line from What's Love Got to Do with It? Why is she here, Ike? Why is she here, Ike?
Oh.
So I didn't say anything, but he knew. You knew when I looked at you. I gave him a look like, "Oh, we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a face to face when you come back from this grocery store."
There ain't nothing going on. Something there. Too.
Right? Because I thought they was up here stabbing and stuff.
No.
So I'm like, okay, here we go. So I took my nap. They went to the grocery store, and I woke up from the nap, and then I decided to go to the gym at that point, right? So what happened? Wait. So I go into the restroom, and then I come out here to sit down to eat. That's what I did first. I came out here to sit to eat, and then they came out of the room. Her purse was sitting right here on this chair. It was a chair right here. And her purse was sitting right there. And so I was sitting right here, and I never looked at her. When she came out of that room, I had a whole conversation with him. It was like she was invisible. It was, and see, that's a Taurus thing. That's a Taurus thing. It's like when you cross us or we feel, it's like we'll act like you don't even exist. And so I never even looked at her. Like, she was standing over here, and I just talking to my dad. He said, "You need anything from the grocery store?" So you guys know I've been juicing. I've been juicing like apples and carrots and ginger. I gave him a little bit. And so I was like, "Oh yeah, you know what? I could use some more spinach because I'm here until Friday." I said I could use some more spinach. I could use some more apples. But I was looking right at him. I never looked at her. She was standing right there. I wouldn't even look at her. And so when I came back tonight, of course, she was gone. And I said, "Did she say anything to you when you got in the car?" And he was like, "No, she didn't." I said, "She better not have." But no, I knew she wouldn't have. But it was different. And so, of course, I had to have a conversation. I was like, "What was she doing here?" And so he just bought a tablet. And, you know, this is the first time I've done a live here at his house because he never had internet. He just got internet because he bought himself a tablet, right? And did you ask me to buy you a tablet? If he had asked me, I probably wouldn't have bought it because he ain't really computer savvy. And like, I just would have felt like if I had bought it, you would have just left it on the counter or something, right? So anyway, he bought a tablet. And so he's been trying to teach himself how to pay his bills on his tablet, right? And so I don't have what is it called? It's an Amazon. What's that tablet called? It's an Amazon.
From Amazon. It's an app for Amazon.
Yeah, it's an Amazon.
10.5 app for Amazon.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called though. It's called something. But anyway, I have an iPad, and I bought my mom one of those, but I bought that for her several years ago. And but see, she knows how to move around on it. It's a Fire. Yeah, it's a Fire. Amazon Fire. Yeah. So she knows how to move around on it and check email and stuff. He doesn't even have an email. Do you have an email?
Yeah.
What's your email?
I'll write it down. I'll let you know.
Oh, but you don't want them to email you?
I'll write it down. I'll let you
You
know.
might get you a nice lady today.
I'll write it down and let you know.
You single, right?
Yeah.
You want a nice lady?
Move on.
There are a lot of nice ladies.
Move on.
There are a lot of nice ladies watching.
Yeah, I know you are.
So yeah, I think it's a Kindle. I think it's a Kindle Fire or something like that. But anyway, so I said, "Well, how did she end up over here?" And he was like, "Because I needed help learning how to pay my bills online." And he had called, in his defense, he had called me one day. I was in Atlanta and asked me how to do it. But I don't have one, so I don't know how to tell him how to pay it. You know what I'm saying? And then when he doesn't really know how to use the computer, it's hard to teach someone over the phone. And so he said he asked his brother, and who else did you ask? Yeah, he asked his brother, he asked his sister, he asked the nephew, and nobody could help him. So he got her. What, you called or you went over there?
I called. So what about it?
Nothing. I just felt like you could have found somebody else to help you.
I couldn't. I asked the rain. I tried. I couldn't.
So anyway, so that's what kind of opened up the door. And so then, you know, she come calling, telling me she needed to go to the store. Wow, she couldn't get no Uber. She couldn't get no Uber to the grocery store. She had to call you. But at any rate, so that was that. But
Go ahead.
that's it. That's all I wanted to say about that.
Okay, good.
Is there something you want to say?
Nope.
What kind of lady you like?
I discussed that either.
Well, see, you have not.
Don't
because
worry about it.
Oh, you got somebody that I don't know
No,
about?
no.
That core wasn't bothering you.
When
What's
it
that
hap-
nervous energy?
When it happens, it happens. That's all I gotta say. I'm not searching. When it happens, it happens.
Now that's a good thing. You shouldn't search. You should let the universe just bring it to you. Wonder where you got that.
Anyway, I got it.
Where'd you learn that? Carlton is good. I just got the phone with Carlton. What? He asked about Carlton. Carlton is the only person he's ever asked me about. You don't like a lady that smokes, right?
Nope.
My mother smoked all them years.
But I put with her.
Why'd you put up with it with her?
I don't know.
She had that thing. I got that thing too. That energy.
True that.
Oh, what happened to your beard? I just realized you cut it off.
That's been on.
I just realized he was trying to grow his beard like me because all his friends, his little lady friends, were like, "Oh my God, that beard is just so." And his family, his side of the family.
What else? What's next?
You ready to move on? So, what else is going on? You had your first pedicure the other day. They saw that on my video diary.
Okay.
They said you act like you didn't really want to get your feet done, but then once you sat down, you really enjoyed it.
I didn't.
But you enjoyed it when you sat down.
It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. You think you'll go again?
15 hours. 15 hours.
It was not. It was $30. See, that's how you know you didn't pay for something when you just start throwing out numbers. He doesn't have a Cash App. We just had that conversation today. He said, "What I need a Cash App for? I don't need no cash." I've tried to get him a Cash App before. That's why I wouldn't think about buying no.
Last time you tried to get some Chinese food. Yeah,
actually, when I went into the Chinese place, they had the Cash App on the counter, but you'd already given me your money, so I spent yours instead of Cash App.
Why they must have just got it because they ain't had it before.
You probably ain't never pay attention to it.
I guess so. They ain't never had it in there.
You just
The one Route 40 had it.
But you told me you haven't even been to this.
Not a while.
Right. So they must have put it up there. But here's the thing. Those of you that are on my Patreon, one of the last times that I came home, we were on Patreon and we were going into this Chinese place, the one on Route 40 that he's talking about. And remember, the guy was rude. Remember, the Asian guy was really rude. And then we walked right out because I said, "Oh, no, you don't talk to me like that. And you expected me to spend my money." So yesterday I wanted some Chinese food. And he was like, "Oh, yeah, that's good. Let's go get some Chinese." He doesn't have Zelle either. No. See, these are ways to transfer money. But at any rate, he a cash and carry kind of person. So he was like, "Oh, yeah, Chinese food sounds good." And so he thought we were going over to the place on Route 40. I said, "I'm not going over there." I said, "I'm going over here to Ding Ho." The place is called Ding Ho. That's the best Chinese food here to me. You don't like Ding Ho? What man? You never did tell me why you stopped going to Ding Ho.
Ding Ho died. They kept the name there. These are his cousins from New York. Come down here.
How you know they're from New York?
Because they told me. I talked to them.
Which when they asked them?
Now, one of the girls in there was, I keep her a lot. She kidnapped me, so we got to talk.
What happened to the woman that used to be at the counter? She gone?
Yeah, she's an old lady, right?
No.
The young girl.
But kind of thick.
Yeah, no, thick. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, she's from New York.
Well, where is she at? Because she wasn't in there yesterday. There was a young girl in there
She
yesterday.
had a day off.
Oh, maybe she had a day off. Oh, she does get days off, I guess.
You in there when I got the Chinese food.
When did you last go in there? Because you just tell me you don't go there no more. So when did you go in there and she was in there?
I bet it last week when you came here, got some Chinese food.
Now he just told me he ain't been there in a while, and now he's saying he was there last week.
Just had a taste for some Chinese food. I got some Chinese food before you came here.
Yeah, it's called Ding Ho. Dingho. Ding Ho. Somebody said I don't want Cash App either. But that, I mean, it's really simple. It's like it's a quick way. Like, say for instance, we going out to eat, and you may not have any money, or let's just say they don't split the bill. You can Cash App me your portion of your bill. It's just a money transfer. Like for example, like Mike is coming to put the hot water heater in tomorrow. I can Cash App him his money, and it goes right into your bank account. Because who got time to be going to an ATM? I told y'all that story about the last time, and Cash App is free. I told you about the last time, not the last time, but one of the last times I came. You remember the time we stopped at the ATM? It was like 11 something at night, and I got pissed off. You remember that?
Yeah.
We stopped it. I think I told you, I think I may have told the story on Patreon. I don't remember. But one of the last times I was home, we were coming from somewhere, and it was like 11:30 at night. And those of you that know Baltimore, you know this is murder capital. And it is very rough here. I very much so check and make sure the doors are locked when I'm driving, even in the daytime. Anybody walking across the street, you walk too close to my car, I'm looking, making sure, get away from here. And we coming home, and he stops at the ATM at 11:30 at night for $20. I said, don't you ever put my life at risk for $20. For $20, you could have got that tomorrow. And I don't even think you really needed it for anything.
First of all, you wasn't at risk.
How was I not at risk?
Because I said so.
How are you going to say I was not at risk? Somebody could have come up.
Couldn't nobody came up nothing.
Yes, you got out of the car.
That's right. If I can see anyway when my rounds, nobody.
You can't even see what's right here on this screen. How you know what was behind a bush?
When the bushes ran.
So you surveyed the area.
Good idea, don't you think?
And my thing is, I don't recommend.
Don't you think? The way it gets surrounded.
Yeah, but also. But really and truly, if you're gonna have that kind of insight, you should really know not to even go to the ATM at night like that. And I wouldn't recommend going at all. But if you are gonna go, you should at least drive up. You got out of the car, and then you're gonna come back and say, I said, what if somebody had a gun? Tell me, I got you with me. Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't eat bullets. I ain't bulletproof. I ain't bulletproof. He talking about, you'd have been all right. I said, don't do that no more. These people be knocking you, especially like my mother always talking about how they knocking old people down up here.
I had no idea.
Somebody said I just saw a man get stabbed right in front of me there a month ago.
I had no idea.
You know what?
What?
You something now.
The way you're surrounded.
How about not go to the ATM at night for $20? You didn't even need it. I was like, you could have got this tomorrow. Putting my life on the line for $20 for 80 quarters.
Life was not on the line.
I told him the next time you do that, I'm gonna jump in the driver's seat and pull off. I'll leave you at the ATM. Oh my God. But yeah, so what else is in the news? What's going on? Trying to think. Ain't nothing else you want to talk about?
Nope.
Oh, I got a mosquito bite right there.
It's stuff in the can you put on there.
What is it?
recorded scene, I think.
You like when I come home, huh?
Yeah, I miss you.
You so affectionate. Like you were hugging me yesterday. I was trying to do something. Now listen, don't be saying no specifics, but I am going to say something right now.
Go ahead, shoot.
Those of you that are on my Patreon, yeah, Dad, can you cook?
I used to.
He can cook.
I don't do as much as I used to do.
Right. I don't remember the last time you cooked. Oh, let me show them my prom pictures. And that one right there.
What?
These two, and then that one right there. No, not that one. That one. Yeah. But I was gonna say, those of you that are on my Patreon, look, this is my junior prom. This is when I was dating girls. Look at that. That's junior. That's the junior prom, and this is the senior prom. Yeah, he always called me Slim. This is my senior prom. I had braces in this picture. Ooh, you can't really see it, but I had braces in this picture. What's that pose with my hand right there on my waist? Let me see that last one. No. That one with the teeth, with the missing teeth. That one, yeah, that one. Well, how was I on this? You know, about 5, 6. Can y'all see that? Somebody said your haircut is still the same. Mm-hmm. But anyway, those of you that are on my Patreon, I shared the Gay Like Me promo video, that the sizzle reel that we're shopping, that we're using to shop. We got a big bite. I can't tell you who. But we are officially shopping the show. We have a producer, or actually a couple producers, attached to the project. And so hopefully, prayers up, fingers crossed, the show will be bought. Well, not, when I say bought, I mean that loosely. Not bought in the sense of we're going to sell it, because we're not going to sell it. We're licensing it. And you know, I talk to you guys all of the time about not selling everything. Black people stop selling everything. We're going to license it, meaning we're going to give you permission to use it, but we're not going to sell it because, you know, like if we sold the show, they could very well just pay us for it, and then they could put 2 other people in it to host, and they could do what they want with it. They could change the whole format of it. So we're not selling it, we're licensing it. And so Derek J and I, of course, are executive producers on it. I get some editing credit because, you know, I pulled all those clips that you got to see. And then we're the hosts as well. So we're talent. And then we're the creators. He and I are the creators. But I just want to give you a little backstory. Again, I can't tell you who it is right now, but you would definitely know these people if I told you. So I got the sizzle reel at 3:45 in the morning on Saturday. I jumped on the plane to come here at 8 a.m. I sent it out to some people that day, Saturday, and then I sent it out to more people on Sunday. On Sunday, these people called my cell phone. They were so excited. We ended up being on the phone for about 20 minutes. They were glowing and raving about the sizzle reel. And they have all of these ideas. And they were like, of course, you and Derek, they wanted to make sure that Derek and I owned the show, that there was nobody else attached to the show in terms of producers. They wanted to know where we filmed it, how many did we film. They want to see the full episodes now. Of course, you guys know that we filmed 4, so we have 4 episodes. They had sent it out to another one of their producing partners whose work you would know. They've done stuff on OWN. They've done stuff on Apple TV. a bunch of stuff, right? So I couldn't even contain myself. Like I was shaking on the phone, right? And so my mother, she was sitting there, and I was at my mother's house, and she kept looking, and she was looking. It's not with we. It's not with we. This is not a we channel thing. It's definitely going to have to be a place where we can cuss and talk greasy. No commercials. But we talked, and they just were raving about it. They quoted things that Derek said in the sizzle reel. They quoted things that I said in the sizzle reel. It's definitely not Tyler Perry. But they raved about it. I mean, they those of you that saw it on my Patreon, you know. Before I jump over to the Patreon, let me tell y'all, don't forget paidforyoursake.com. And the promo code is right there, Craig150. See it right there? But they said, Milton, your son cusses.
That's something I never knew.
You didn't know that?
Not till the book came out.
You only read about 13 pages.
That's enough.
He read about 13 pages. Now all of a sudden But at any rate, let me drop the Patreon link up here. The Patreon is up here if you want to join. It's patreon.com/Craig the Writer Stewart. But at any rate, they just raved, and it made me feel really, really good. And the reason that I'm sharing this with you guys, not just because I'm excited. No, not Carlos King. When I tell you these people who are on this are big, but at any rate, I'm telling you guys not just because I'm excited, but I'm telling you also because you guys helped us do this. Even if you weren't in a position to cash app us to help us pay for the production, you watched our live streams. You watched us individually. You watched us together when we created the Gay Like Me Conversations YouTube channel. You subscribed when we asked. Not Tiffany Haddish, but she did see it. You subscribed to the channel when we asked you to. You participated on the show because you believed in it or because you had something that you wanted to say. But I'm just so excited about it because the producers that called us basically were saying that, yes, it's important where this show goes, but it's equally important that the integrity of the show that you created stays the same. So with that being said, like, we don't want to go someplace like a streaming service or a cable network that wants to change us so that we're not cursing or we're not speaking honestly or whatever. And so that was important, but they definitely were clear that they understood that Derek and I own the show. They just want to come on to help us get the show placed or picked up. And we have signed an agreement today, an official agreement today. It's not a monetary agreement. It's just an agreement that we're giving them permission to shop the show. And we have final say on where it goes and what happens and all of that kind of stuff. But the other thing too is I explained to them that we filmed this in a Black studio, a Black owned studio in Atlanta. And the entire crew was Black. The sound people were Black. The lighting people were Black. The camera people were Black. The director, the guy who directed for us, is Black. The woman who edited the sizzle reel is a Black woman. So I expressed that to them. And so we had that conversation first. And then they said, well, we want to contact this other producer because we want to see if he's interested in being a part of it as well. Can we call you back? And I said, sure, you can call me back. And so in the meantime, I called Derek. Derek, of course, is in North Carolina. He's working on a series. And he was damn near about to cry on the phone. And we talked, and Derek was like, oh my God, we're going to be able to employ some people. And when we say employ people, we just mean not just like hair, or not hair, but makeup people. Well, we wouldn't need hair too, so we had women come on. But makeup people, but also like people to research like the different topics that we're going to be doing. And, and like he was saying that, it really paid, like our hard work paid off. Because those of you that have been watching from the beginning, we first started doing Gay Like Me conversations during the pandemic. So we've been doing it over a year for free. And you guys know that, it was a big decision for us to decide whether or not we were going to spend that money to pay for it, and not know if somebody was going to pick it up, not know if it was going to be good enough for somebody to pick up. And here's the other thing I think I shared with you guys. That day that when we filmed, which was June 8th, and this was what's so remarkable to me too, we filmed it on June 8th. I got that sizzle reel on Saturday, which was what, like the 10th? I think that was like the 10th of July, so that was a month later. And then the very next day, here these producers come calling. So that was a quick turnaround time. So, but we were really, really reticent about spending that money because we didn't know if anybody would pick it up or if we would end up just putting it on YouTube for free. But I'm saying all this to say, when you put in the work, when you put in the energy and you put positive energy into the world and your intentions are pure and you put that into the world, it has no choice but to come back. I talk about that in Book of Jewels. The energy that you put out, it has to come back. It's like a boomerang. Whatever you throw out, it has to come back. That's good or bad energy. If you put out bad energy, it's definitely coming back. It may not come back from the person that you hurt, but it's definitely going to come back. And so we're really excited. And I just wanted to say thank you to you guys for believing and for supporting and for helping us do this. And I have so many ideas now. Like there's so many things that I want to do now. And I've already started thinking about really special things that I want to do for some of you, those of you that I know have been ride or die supporters of mine and ours in terms of Gay Like Me conversations. Those of you that always support, like when the time comes, and I'm in a position to be able to, whether we do I don't know if we're going to end up doing like a live studio audience, or I definitely have plans of taking this conversation on the road and filming that. But I definitely want to be able to give back to those of you who supported us. So thank you. But I'm really excited about it, and I'm praying about it every single day that God uses this project to really, really heal a community of people that's been muzzled, that's not been given permission to live in their truth and stand in their truth. And I'm talking about Black LGBTQ people. But I believe that it's not going to just heal that community. I think it's also going to be a win for the Black community as well. And that was the other thing that we told the producers. And they said to us, they said, we've recognized that you said it's from a Black LGBTQ perspective, but it's intended for all. Like they loved that in the sizzle reel. So anyway, they were like, this is going to be groundbreaking. They talk about, they think it's going to be like The View. And it's going to be just as big, if not bigger than Wendy. Like they were going in on the call. But anyway, so it was just really nice. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. But again, I have so much gratitude for you, and I appreciate it. So that's enough of that. Look. As soon as I told him, he go pulling up some car that he won. I ain't even got no check yet. And he go come pulling up. He said it's only $79,000.
If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. I'm still sick with old Bessie out there. And for 15 years.
Look, he know how to work that little tablet and that phone now. He was able to pull that car up so I could see what it looked like. Tell me, here it is. I was like, go away from me with that. You about to pull it up? He done bookmarked it. Just like somebody Black won a car. Oh, we need to change your settings so that when I turn it to the side like that, it would have turned to the side and it takes up the whole screen. Anyway, this is the car. It's called, what is it called? The Lucid.
Yeah, Lucid Air.
Lucid Air. It's aren't they owned by like Tesla?
Tesla.
The same people that own Tesla founded this car. It is a sharp car. I said, you ain't about to be driving around with that around here in Baltimore. You mean around here driving around in that in Baltimore? Somebody been to went upside your head trying to get in this car. He talking about they ain't gonna be able to drive it.
I didn't even know how to start it, not driving either. That's the features they have in there.
You ain't even know how to drive it.
How about you had to drive it?
You gonna have to show me.
Yeah, you had to put your recognition in your face and your fingerprints or whatever. You ain't better get it started.
I'm just saying, like, if you getting that, you know, you stopping at the at the ATM at 11 o'clock at night in this car.
This don't take no gas.
Well, I didn't mean to say
Yeah,
gas. It's an electric car. But I'm saying you can be stopping at the ATM at 11 o'clock at night in that car.
No, it won't be. I don't do that no more.
You shouldn't be doing it now. Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. When I saw,
that's because I ain't scared.
I tell you one thing. When I saw Joanne back there, I said he think he gonna get some car for free. She ain't driving around in their car that I'm about to buy. If she thinks she about to ease on down the road and come on back up in here. Oh my God, you were too funny. But at any rate, I need to go situate my situation. Oh wait, did I need to say thank you? I don't know if I think a cash app came through here. Oh, 4 of them came through. Let me say thank you before I get off. Don't be looking over here.
I don't want to look at no way.
You didn't want to. He's talking about he don't know what he's looking at no way. You didn't want to set up no cash app. Don't be looking over here in my change purse.
What they got on there? So
He's talking about that's all. Well, you need to talk to them about that. Charmaine Mott, thank you very much. Jonathan Mitchum, Donnell Holtz, Crystal Cephas, Janelle Hearn. This is $2 Tuesday. That's why he said it ain't that much. It's $2 Tuesday. Thank you, Janelle Hearn, Eustacia, Larnett, Coretta, Cedrics, Sheila, St. Julian, and Alice Parker. Thank you very much. And those of you that I mentioned before, I appreciate you guys. Right, I do look at everybody's cash app. They said thank you for chatting with us tonight.
pleasure.
We're gonna cut up this watermelon.
You can cut it up. You want it? I can tell you the containers. Put it in.
And here's the other thing. Those of you see, thank you, Kawadas. Those of you that are on Patreon, he gonna try to tell me the other day that he needed a juicer. Meanwhile, I had already bought him a juicer and it's sitting over there on the counter. He told me, well, I need a new one. I don't know who you think you are.
All
right, listen, you guys have an amazing night. Oh, wait, let me say thank you again. Who that is? Malika. Thank you, Malika. Thank you. They talking about get a Vitamix. You know how much them Vitamixes cost? It's a blender, but they started like $250. Vitamix. It's called a Vitamix.
Oh, that's what it's called. Oh.
Mm-hmm. They tell me you should bring your dad in more. Thank you, Charla. Thank you, Charla. But anyway, listen, you guys have an amazing night. Brush your teeth, floss your teeth, brush your tongue, and say your prayers and be very intentional. Oh, and you know, I still been keeping my gratitude journal, right? My little gratitude thing that I'm going to read at the end of the year. And I'm going to look at that stuff and look back over the year. I wrote down this stuff. I wrote down the, thank you, Patrice. I wrote that stuff down, the things that I'm grateful for. I wrote about being grateful for my mom and, you know, thank you, Yolanda. So I wrote about all of that stuff. So keep your gratitude journal. Be grateful for the small stuff and the big stuff. If you can be grateful for the small stuff, then God or the universe can bless you with the bigger stuff. He can't bless you if you're not grateful for the small stuff. So since you're grateful for Betsy out there,
that's it.
I mean,
that's like she still give me where I want to go. 1.8 point.
Right. So you got to be grateful for Betsy if you're trying to go into the 79,000.
I'm nice to her. She's nice to me.
Right.
Keep the old, you know, gas Put gas,
because that might be all you get.
keep wax,
But see, you need to be okay with just that.
keep clean inside and outside.
That's right. And all them grocery store bags in the trunk of the car.
That's right.
So when we go to the Aldi's, we already got our own grocery store bags
Keep bags.
and all that. And why you got all that car cleaning stuff back there? You don't wash your car.
Lately.
He got all these cleaning supplies back there, like he out there washing cars.
When I used to do it.
Larnett said my Cash App is for Dad. Not if it's in my Cash App.
You transferred over.
You ain't got one. Thank you, Coco.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coco. Oh, y'all saw the water supply on Patreon. I'm not even about to turn this camera around for y'all to see that. That'll make no sense.
That makes no sense to you.
Thank you, Stacy. He got all this. I'm not even gonna turn it around. You have to go on Patreon if you want to see it. Thank you, Tamelia. He has all of this water over here talking about, because when the winter time comes, he doesn't want to be able to he doesn't want to have to go to the grocery store out in the cold. All he want to have to do is get
Milk, bread, and eggs.
in the winter time. He looked like he's setting up for Armageddon or something. Like he's not about to leave out. That's enough water for a year.
It takes you through the winter.
That'll take you to next winter.
No, I already done it before. It don't take you through the winter right to the springtime.
You bought more water today.
I'm drinking it now. That's not.
You cash in this water up here. You could buy that $79,000 car for yourself.
I'm not cashing everything. That's my lifeline, water. You do without food, you can't do without water.
They said you can give Flint, Michigan some water.
That's why I started doing it, because they went in trouble at the time. Couldn't get no water down here. I worked at Sam's Club. All the water we had and stopped, we shipped it up there.
That's a mess. Do you hear that cash out now? Thank you, Shatani. Oh, that's my girl, Tanny Joy. Anyway, bye, y'all. Oh, you guys are going to get some Patreon next week. I mean, you'll get some before that. But next week, Carlton and I are going on vacation to Jamaica with some of his friends from college. So you guys are... You ready to go? You couldn't wait for the benediction to be over? You know how you go to those churches and they lock the door when people start getting up early to leave? So we're gonna be in Jamaica next week. That's the trip that we paid for through paidforyoursay.com. Those of you who think I'm playing, you need to go over to pay. I did 2 surveys today. I did 2 today, right at my mother's doctor's appointments. One was for $150 and the other one was for $300. Keep on playing with this money. Go over to paidforyoursay.com. Niece, if you have questions, email Kimberly. Email Kimberly. She has the answers, because more than likely she's going to know the answer to it, because it's her business. I don't know the answers. So some of you have been emailing me, which is fine, but I'm just going to have to refer you to Kim because I don't know the answers. But right here, paidforyoursay.com, and the promo code is Craig150. There is no space between Craig and 150. Some of you didn't get it to work because you were putting a space. Type it exactly the way you see it. All right? You guys have an amazing night. Oh, and congratulations to my girl, Bianca Alston. I heard that you got your first survey and it's paying what, $125, $50, $150, something like that. So listen, it's possible, because Bianca was struggling at first, but she figured it out now. She figured it out. So I'm telling y'all better go ahead and do it. I had 2 today. But at any rate, you guys have an amazing night. Brush your teeth, floss your teeth, brush your tongue. And I will see you guys. What's tomorrow, Wednesday?
Yeah.
I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, bye. No. It's not pay for your niece. It's not pay for your say. It's paid. See it right here rolling down here? P-A-I-D. Maybe she might not be able to see like you can't see. It's paid. P-A-I-D. Oh, Bianca got 3 now. Bianca has qualified for, she's gotten into 3 now. Look at that. See, she got 3. Yolanda says she signed up on Saturday and was confirmed for a $300 study yesterday. Kim and the others are awesome. A supportive group too. See, I'm telling y'all, it's not a gimmick. Go ahead and make that money. Listen, this little money that I made for my 2 surveys today, excuse me, That's gonna have to go over there to that hot water heater that Gladys paying for. Or gotta get, I should say. But anyway, bye y'all.